This is Brendan O'Smarty, star 1/2.
And you are?
Bob Geary, star 2046.
From San Francisco, California, welcome to the Bob Geary Show. Bob Geary and Brendan O'Smarty, the infamous dynamic duo from the SFPD, who won a citywide referendum to overrule the chief and stay on the job. For our up-close segment, you'll meet Zabo Kazuski, an original Muscle Beach bodybuilder who once picked up Arnold Schwarzenegger at the airport when he first came to America. He'll also tell us about working for Mae West and his friend Tommy Chong as a part-time actor. Today, Bob and Officer O'Smarty will hit the streets of Santa Cruz to meet a few locals and have some fun.
What do you think of Brendan?
Oh, I think he's great.
Hey, listen, now, what if he pulled you over and gave you a traffic ticket? Then he wouldn't be great, would he?
If I cried, would it make a difference?
It does, because he's very emotional when women are crying, you know, or when they wash their hair.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, don't ignore me, sir. I've seen you. You're not, the Van Heusen shirt man, are you? I think with this I have Budasia. I don't recall doing this before. And I'll give you a little bit of carte, you know. I am, therefore I think. No, Brendan. Not I am, therefore I think. It's I think, therefore I am, and it's Descartes. Well, I had it something right like that, I guess. I don't know. This is strange. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Brendan, now that I'm away from the police department, I'm now interviewing people on talk shows. How are you doing with the department? Are they treating you okay, or do you have a new partner? Well, not yet. They won't let me have a car yet because I don't have a driver's license, and I don't think I'll ever get one. But I'm thinking of getting a parakeet or another puppet as a partner, and then we could really kind of emotionally give ourselves to the whole city. And we would, I guess you would call it wood bonding or something. Well, Brendan, it sounds like you're well on your way, I guess. I'd kind of like to see you in a radio car. Do you think that'll ever happen? Nah, I don't think so, because you know what tickets are made out of, paper, and that threatens wood, and that threatens me, and it just doesn't make sense. Okay, stay tuned.
Cheech and Chong, Tommy Chong and I were friends before he ever got into the business. We used to go over my house, and, you know, it was in the 60s, you know, we done things that feel good. And then all of a sudden he left, and I was reading in the magazines, I'm seeing Cheech and Chong. I said, well, I know him. It was Tommy Chong. And they were a big success, and when he came back, he says, I'm going to make some movies, and I want you to be in them with him. I said, well, that's how I got started with Tommy Chong.
This is a gold MasterCard, okay?
Tell them that anyone who offers them drugs is not a friend.
Please welcome Officers Bob Geary and Brendan O'Smarty. I love that name.
First of all, I promised out in the lobby earlier this afternoon I'd say hello to Brad and Mike, some youngsters, so we got that out of the way.
Oh, great. They probably wanted, which one is Brendan O'Smarty?
Oh.
And which one is Bob?
He's Brendan O'Smarty.
Okay,
I am Brendan O'Smarty. And I know that Christy Brinkley was here a couple of nights ago.
When you showed up in the office...
Don't start anything, dude.
You didn't learn to throw your voice yet, did you?
No.
Okay, usually people get that down, and then they go buy the dummy. Who's, If that dummy touches me, I'll sue you. Yeah.
Can we talk?
Yeah. No, I'm not taking the rap.
Yeah, hi. We're back now with Zabo Kazuski. Tell me, Zebo, how did you gravitate, I guess you might say, to California?
Well, I came out here for a vacation one time, and we were staying in L.A. and said, let's go to the beach and take a look. And I went to the beach, and there were all these guys working out, and I said, great, man, this is for me, because, you know, I worked out at the time, and I said, well, I'm going to stay here at the beach. And I saw George Eifman and a few of the other guys, John Verbonic, all the big guys, the stars of the time.
Now, I noticed you're wearing a World's Gym jacket.
Yes.
And I understand that you were instrumental in starting World's, or you were one of the founding partners, or how did that work, and how did you get into such a big
Joe Gold said,
business?
I want to open a gym, and he says, would you help me? I said, sure, I'll work with you, Joe. And so we start digging a foundation for a gym, which the first gym was Gold's Gym. And we ran that gym for maybe 4 or 5 years, he and I, day on, day off, and it got to be old hat. And he wanted to ship out in the Merchant Marines, which he did. And I went into movie work and started doing movie work. And then when he came back, he said, I want to open a gym. And he couldn't use his name, Gold's Gym, so he had to use World Gym. So we started World Gym.
I'd like to know this phenomena we call Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was. I picked him up at the airport, Joe Gold and all of us, we picked him at the airport, and we went out to eat that evening. Yeah. And he was eating all kinds of things, you know, drinking milk and eating bread and all that butter and stuff. I says, Arnold, I says, you're going to have to stop doing stuff like that, because you can't eat stuff like that and be in shape for a... And he looked at me like I was crazy. So right then and there, I says, that's it. I never said anything after that. I said, let him do what he wants to do.
I know what Brendan's is? It's the fear of the loss of gravity. What do you think of that, huh? Do you want to repeat that? Listen, I can't put that on television. We're going to have to edit that out because it's a little too strange and a little too intense for us. But I really enjoyed talking with you, and Brendan just has a few things he wants to say to you. You are my best friend in the whole world. But let me ask you this. Was it hard? Let's say, would you, if someone gave you the opportunity to play the piano, would you play the piano? No. But the keyboard, sir, the keyboard of the pianos that I think about don't go the whole breadth of Pacific Avenue. What they do is it's just very short, you know, like, what is there, 36? How many keys on a piano?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I mean, I'm talking about the white and black keys, because I'm talking to this guy who's playing a Strata.
White and black, or just the white?
Well, all the keys combined.
I think there's like 45 or something.
Sir, I want you to play Fields of Gold by Sting. Okay, there you go. Okay, now, play. Okay, now. This is Fields of Gold by Sting. Now, grant you, he doesn't have the necessary background to understand Sting, formerly of the Police, but you can see that he's got the beginnings. He's got the sensitivity. He's got that feeling. That's raw courage in, let's say, musical design. Okay, well, now what do you guys think of this, huh?
I think this guy's good, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's cool.
Yeah.
He's a pro. I think he's good at this.
Okay, now listen. Are you familiar with Sting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, formerly of the Police. Sting did a song called Fields of Gold, which was a...
Yeah.
But I asked this guy to play it, and he almost has it down. Do you think that we could develop into, let's say, a rock star?
Yeah, easily.
Huh?
I always hear him down on Beach Street. He's good.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But I really like this. Okay, what do you think of Brendan?
He's a cool guy. He's kind of short, though.
Well, yeah, he's kind of short because he doesn't eat as much as we do, because everything on the food chain outranks him. What do you think? I mean, How would you like to have this fellow working with you in any capacity, whether it be, you know, with anything, school work or anything?
Probably be kind of fun. I've never worked with a mannequin before.
Are you going?
A Hershey bar will improve your image in a flash.
I would set him aside much faster than another officer would abandon a cup of coffee and a donut.
Bob has only drawn and fired his weapon once in the last few years, and since the call was threatening, Brendan was left behind.
Is this the Last Supper?
North Beach may not be any safer now that those smarties on patrol, but there's no question there's been an increase in friendly smiles.
It's fun seeing the response that the community gives to me and to the puppet, how we serve them, and it's, hey, it's a great city, it's a great department, and he's a great partner.
And Bob Geary can drink water and make an arrest at the same time. And there have been rumors these two cops have been approached to do a movie. Bob won't say, and Brendan is especially quiet on the subject.
What was it like working with Mae West?
I was one of the lucky guys that worked with her.
Yeah.
And I visited her, sure, but there were a lot of chorus girls around at the time, and I was more interested in the chorus girls than I was her.
Was she demanding, or?
Well, we had to follow her orders. If we didn't, she got rid of us.
Yeah.
Because a couple of guys had to leave on account of going with other girls.
Was she monogamous? Monogamous. Was she monogamous? What is it? Okay. Was she monogamous? Monogamous. Okay, new cut. Was she monogamous? Was she monogamous? Okay, new cut.
Boy, and they call me a dummy.
What's this we hear about you and Cheech and Chong? I mean, were you really friends, or?
Oh, they were the greatest. Cheech and Chong, Tommy Chong and I were friends before he ever got into the business. We used to go over my house, and, you know, it was in the 60s, you know, we done things that feel good. And then all of a sudden he left, and I was reading in the magazines, I'm seeing Cheech and Chong. I said, well, I know him. It was Tommy Chong. Yeah. And they were a big success. And when he came back, he says, I'm going to make some movies, and I want you to be in them with him. I said, well, that's how I got started with Tommy Chong.
Do you think the trend will ever go where there'll be just lean muscle mass, athletic bodies, rather than these gigantic bodies?
I hope so, because I really feel sad about all the steroids and everything. Because everybody looks the same now. You don't see body types like you used to. And I just hope to see bodies again like they were, muscular bodies, something you can do with it instead of walking around like a billboard.
Right.
You know, just walking around. It's not good.
Hi, how are you? I like the... No, I know that. Yeah, well, he's from San Francisco. He thinks he's in San Francisco. I like the flash dance effect. It looks nice. The flash, hey, flash dance effect. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm just excited about this because this officer is getting paid to do his job, and he's sitting here and he's not directing traffic. What do you think?
I think he should get on his case.
You think so? What if he issued you a citation? You wouldn't want that, huh?
What if he should?
Yes.
Yes, I think he should.
Well, that's, you know who he is? That's Puppet Officer Brendan O'Smarty from San Francisco Star 1/2, and he allegedly is a courageous pathfinder to justice. And he just sits there and he just stares into open space. But you wouldn't mind if he did that, or you'd say, hey, listen, the taxpayers should be able to do something with that.
I would think so, and maybe here you have some help, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, nice talking to you. We're awful sorry. It'll never happen again. Okay, do you think that this officer here shows vulnerability by sitting on the job at taxpayers' expense and doing absolutely nothing?
Yes, and it's a dangerous intersection.
It is a dangerous intersection because it's yeah, okay, nice talking to you. Come here. Listen, I am fed up with this puppet who happens to be a San Francisco police officer. The voters of San Francisco last November voted to have him on the force. I don't think he should be a police officer, sitting there. Now, what would you do if you were in his shoes? Would you, like, let's say, warn motorists about seat belts and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Would you protect people?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take this hat off. Well, I really enjoyed talking with you, and happy to see you, officer. And I guess Brendan is now, he's now back on the